Hello and welcome to the Eugene Family YMCA YouTube channel. I'm Coy. I'm bringing you a functional strength workout with just body weight. We will use no equipment, minimal equipment. Please always consult your physician before beginning an exercise program. Make sure your space is safe. And if you get lightheaded, dizzy, or short of breath, please stop. All exercise is done at your own risk. And make sure you do check out our warm-up video and do a little warm-up before you begin this. I'm gonna assume that you're warmed up with this exercise, and then we're gonna add in a couple other warm-up pieces. Yeah, I just spilled water on my shirt right here. Brandon wanted me to point out. Okay, so here we go. First thing I wanna add in is a little bit of heel-toe lifting like this. You can just do. Make sure we got this in there. And then of course, if you have a step or something, you like in your house or in your front porch, you can do full range of motion. That way you're coming all the way down here and trying to bring your toes up to your shin as much as possible, and then extending all the way up. One foot's more intense than two. So get those calves warmed up. We're gonna do some walking lunges. We'll just do reverse lunges here in place. I have a little small area. When I step back, I'm gonna squeeze the back glute hamstring, keep my abs on. You just get a stretch here and start to add in things like little twists, reach overhead. All right, and side lunges. Get this one in there. Balance and be active with this stretch. And make sure I did this myself. Rolling out is also another good idea before we get going. All right, little side lunges. Do a couple more of these. Then I'm gonna show you this monkey stretch. Really great one for the hamstrings. This is for the inside of the legs here. So I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna push my hips back. I'm gonna keep this chest out, tail out position, and really put my weight way back in my heels. Shifting my weight way back here. And then from here, I'm gonna straighten by straightening the knees while I keep the hip flexion. Get a stretch here for the hamstrings. Trying to keep my weight in my heels. All right, do that again. Weight back to the heels, almost like you're lifting your toes up. Chest out, tail out. Straighten out your knees. Get a good hamstring stretch there. All right, so we've done those stretches. Now we're just, make sure you get those in before we do the rest of this stuff. We're gonna do an overhead scapular press. So I'm gonna get this base position here for standing. I'm gonna shift my weight back to my heels, pull in my abs like this, blow up my ribs, shoulders back, trying to make sure I even here. And then we're gonna do this imaginary overhead press, just the top part. Straight elbows, squeeze up and down. Squeeze up, squeeze those shoulder blades up here, trying to get as high as you can. Then pull them down as far as you can without bending your elbows. All right. All right, there's one. Hanging is one of my favorite exercises, but we don't have anything to hang by today, and most of us won't at home either. So another one we're gonna do is that you can use a wall for this one. I'm gonna act like the wall's right here. I'm gonna get my arms like this. I'm gonna get my elbows in and my hands out. And I'll do it like this too. From here, I'm gonna do the same thing. Way back in the heels, tuck the pelvis, cinch in around here and blow up my ribs. And I'm gonna put my shoulders back. And then when I do this exercise, I'm gonna go up and down the wall, maintaining this elbows in, hands out. So I'm most often doing this with a band between my hands so that I can have something to push out against. But you could do this just like this, or you could do it up against the wall with nothing. Or you could have a towel in between your hands maybe. All right, so that is a scapular thing going up here in the front. And then we're gonna do a wall slide too for the back just to start off. So you can have an imaginary wall here. I can stand however far my body needed to off the wall. and then kind of straighten my back here with these same things. Tucking the pelvis under. I'm gonna put my elbows against the wall and attempt to get my wrists against the wall. And I'm gonna go up and down this way, squeezing those muscles, feeling those muscles activate between the shoulder blades. All right, so we're adding that little bit of a warm up in, and then we're gonna start off with our first, with a core exercise called the paw plank. It's a good anti-rotation. So I'm gonna use my hands. My knees are always a good modification. So from my knees, I'm gonna keep my chest extended like this, and with one hand and then the other. I'm on my knees here. That's a good modification. If going to my feet and doing this is too challenging, then I can do this with my hands up on something higher, like a step. As soon as I do that, I put more weight on my feet and make it a little bit easier. The main part of what I'm gonna do here for 30 seconds is not doing my hips side to side. So go ahead and join me with the paw plank. This is our first set of the workout. Whichever version, the knees, hands elevated slightly, or this version. All right, there's 30 seconds for that one. All right, we're gonna start off with some lower body stuff. We're gonna do lower body, then upper body. The first one here is a side lying leg lift. This one we're gonna go for a minute. So when I do this, I'm gonna put my belly button down towards the ground, and I'm gonna lift my heel up like this. A good modification for this one slightly changes the exercise. I bring my knees in front of me and do the clamshell. This one's a little bit easier and hits a little bit different muscle, but I'm gonna get most of that here. If I do this one's harder just because my leg is straightened out and it's a longer lever. So we're in this set. With 40 more seconds to go. Can make a nice pillow with my hand. This, if I want to. Stay in the rep here. Always get higher quality if I'm thinking about what I'm doing. Slowing the way down. Ten more seconds for this one. All right, let's switch to the other side. So if I'm doing this regular version, if I'm not modifying, I'm gonna bring the top hip slightly over the bottom hip, and I'm gonna lift the heel up right here. Like this. This muscle group can definitely handle 60 seconds of this. I'm gonna slow the way down. If I get to where I'm feeling like this is too easy, then I can start making it a higher quality rep, right? Slow on the way down. Do the clamshell if that's the one you need to do. We're getting there. If I put my elbow in front of me and my hand down like this, I can use my head to kind of like force some external rotation. That might be easy for some of y'all. Almost there. We got 8 more seconds of this. All right, there you go. Next one, we're gonna do 40 seconds of Bulgarian split squat. So this is I'm gonna start with the leg that I did first on the single leg, on the side lying leg lift. Important rules are here that both feet are pointed straight ahead. I'm in the heel. All right, I'm gonna show you from the front. And I wanna make sure that my knee doesn't invert. Keep it slightly to the outside. So of course, good alternatives for this are just like this, do a split squat, and concentrate on this front leg. Could be a short split squat, or a long one, just make sure that you can keep your weight in this front heel. Okay, that was a lot of explaining. Let's go ahead and do it. 40 seconds. You can also use an assist with a split squat here. So starting with the right leg, for me, I'm in the heel. I'm gonna keep my chest out here. I can use a short range of motion if that's what I need to do. Just make sure right from the beginning you're going into the heel. Keeping your knee out. 10 seconds. Boom, there it is. Let's go to the other side. Is this good right here? Way back in the heel, that's the most important. I get to doing this, we're going 40 seconds. That's a good amount of time for some strength training. You may find what you need to do to make this challenging enough. If you're doing this and it's too easy, I can go slow on the way down. I can barely have my foot touch back here. It's more weight on the front leg. All right, that's 40 seconds. All right. So then after that, we're gonna do, with the end of this set, this is the first set, side lying leg lift, a Bulgarian split squat or a regular split squat. And then we're gonna do something, we're gonna give you your 3 different versions. So the first one is just to get quite a bit of landing and back up in the air. Right? We're gonna get a lot from that quick absorbing force. But an alternative for this one is step back quick, same thing though. In the heel, try to absorb this force, and then come out of those same muscles right there. You can do plenty with just stepping back quick, like that. So, and you can just do an alternating lunge right here if you're not ready for either one of those. So we're gonna do whichever version here, just 12 total if you're doing this version. 1, 2, absorb, go. I think that's 12. All right. There's our set. Walk it around. That's the first set. The idea is to do that 3 times. Let's do it one more time. Make sure we have time for everything here. Push that out of the way. Here we go. Oh, starting with the left leg this time. Undoubtedly harder this time. So halfway right there through this set. Keep going, you can do it. Modify to the clamshell if you can't. Go slower, if it's easy, start going slow on the way down. It's not easy for me. Here we go, keep going, 10 more seconds. All right, here we go. Switch. Get right into it. Heel to the sky. First ones are easy here. Y'all are doing great. Heel to the sky. I want to make sure I'm thinking about that. And get some of those back fibers. Make sure that front hip is in, the top hip here is in front of the bottom hip. If you're hanging with me, you're doing great. Modify. Always take that break if you need it though. If you think about working at home, stop the video for a second. Get your drink. All right, there we go. Back to the split squat. Whichever version I'm gonna do. You can do it on the floor. I can actually do this with my foot up against the wall. I think that makes it pretty challenging. So go on the left side here. And go. In the heel. Keeping that knees slightly out. You gotta have the whole foot down. But as you go down, you're going into the heel. Keeping your chest out. Your range of motion, wherever you're getting the work done. If you lose your balance anytime, you can push your foot down and then get back into it. Because that will happen pretty often when you're not used to this exercise. All right, I think that's 40 seconds. We're gonna do the other side. Right side first this time. Make it your highest quality rep. You're not just getting to the end pieces, you're staying in the middle. That's gonna get the work done. 10 more seconds, I believe. In the heel, knee out, a couple more reps. All right, good job. And we're ending this off with our lunges, right? So you're gonna do the quick lunge. You're just absorbing force really fast. So here we go, 12 total. Land up. All right, there's our set. So now we're gonna go through, let me get a drink real quick. Where's my drink? All right, so we're gonna do 40 seconds of just running through different exercises. First one, single leg deadlift. The point here is to stay level across here. Keep your chest out, hold out a hinge. Back here, this one's gonna be a lot of practice for a lot of people until you get used to doing this motion. Stop whenever you can. We just have 40 seconds to work on it. This is a good one for an assist. Light assist. You could have weight, if you have weights at home, if you have a sack of cans, right? Something like that. You can add weight into this exercise. Just 40 seconds here. Use an assist if you need to. I think that was about it. Let's go to the other side. 40 seconds on this one. Doing it for practice, trying to stay level across here. Get this angle right here in the hip. This is what it's all about. Come up to the top and immediately go back into your next one. Don't spend much time up here, just a little bit. Back down. Whew. All right, 10 seconds will save this one. Use your assist. If I put my hands here in the middle, that helps. All right? A lot of hamstrings on that one. And now we're gonna do a step up. So now we're just taking our lunge or a curtsy here. So with the step, I can step across this and then step up like this. And when I step down, I get a big stretch. I'm doing this on the ground, that's what I'll show you. We're just gonna do it like this. Step back over here and then back up this side. All right, here we go. This, get a big stretch. And this way. So we're stepping back across, but I could use a step or a chair like this too. We'll do this version. Get a big stretch and up. Chest up. You want to take this to another level? Never put that foot on the ground, right? Except for maybe back here. Do this. do something. Just come up here. Make this leg stand here for a second. And then back down. Aim here is 40 seconds. So I think that means 5 more here. All right, good job. Let's switch to the other side. So this time we're taking those muscles we've already worked and we're getting a big stretch. Do this with the arms. Add in a little counterbalance to help out. Of course, the modified version of this is just do it a lot shorter. Do a lot shorter version of this. All right, there's 40 seconds on that one. Next one, we're gonna do the thruster here. Great exercise. The key to this one is I want to keep my abs on to make this all hip hinging again. So, starting with the left, I'm gonna keep my abs on and my chin tucked. I'm gonna go down here. This chair is just on my back. My arms aren't helping. I can have a weight across my hips. What else should be looking this way? Now I'm looking at the ceiling. Here, the ceiling. That way I'm not getting any back action. It's all the hip versus the pelvis right here. Almost there. Keep your chin tucked. Almost. And switch. Here we go. Weight in the heel and go. 40 seconds again. Remember, if you go down and you're just still looking at the ceiling and not in front of you, then that means you just uncurled in the back. Extended in the back and you didn't do this exercise right. You want to be looking at the ceiling, looking in front. You can do this exercise on the floor in the bridge too. All right, there we go. Boom. Okay. What do we have next there? Now we're gonna do another one of these absorbing force to end this up. The first one is gonna do a drop squat. So 2 legs now. I'm just gonna drop like this, all right? So this is the regular level, all right? You can do a regular squat for level 1, then this is your middle level, and then for a bigger level, we'll do a little jump. So here we go, 40 seconds of this. It's all about the absorb, go, absorb, go, right? Out into the side. Get tired of this? Go to your regulars. Drop in it. You're almost falling into this. Back into your heels. A couple more jumps for me. All right, we're almost done with this little ending leg circuit. One more, a skater bound. Here we go. This. Absorbing force again. Now I can swing through and step. Here's a nice alternative. All right, or I can stick, drive, push myself back. So we're going back to the glutes on this one. You can get sore glutes if you do this exercise hardcore enough. Here we go. Drive, drive. Ten seconds. Doing great. Drive, drive. And good. All right, there's a little leg circuit. All right, let's go through the upper body. I'm catching my breath. Time to get a drink. You can pause the video. upper body. So we're gonna start off with push-ups. We're gonna attempt some pulls. So we're gonna do slider push-ups. And let me show you the versions of this. So basically, we're strength training. We're doing upper body now. We wanna think about something we can do about 10 reps, right? 6 reps. When you do something like that, you're legitimately strength training. So we're gonna do something that is that challenging. For some people, it might be regular push-ups. Some people might be push-ups with their knees down or their hands elevated on a step or something. I'm gonna do a slider push-up. I can add a slider in and make this one arm push-up. This with my knees down. Right? Or with my knees up, or with my feet up. All right, here we go. So we're gonna do, let's try 6 of these or 10 of these. It's whatever you got. You just wanna find your push-up that's hard enough in there. I wanna be cinching in, just like when I was doing that standing exercise, cinching in my waist, expanding my ribs. So we're gonna do that again. And you're gonna keep your chest extended at this point, and while you start that push, right here, extend your chest and push. Regular push-ups with both hands if that's what you need to do. Otherwise, I'm inviting you to do this slider push-up. Right there. Other side. Let's switch right to the other side. Sticking your chest out. At the bottom position, and as you start that push. Excellent. So we got those. Then we take a break. Then we do that again. Let's do it one more time. The plan was 3. I'll let you pause it and do it your 3rd set. I'm gonna do it one more time. Chest extended at the bottom. 2, 3. Same thing, we're going for 6 to 10 reps here. If you start to feel like the method you picked was too easy, start to slow it down and get a higher quality rep. Here we go. All right, there's a slider push-up. Now we're gonna go to a superset where we're gonna do skull crushers. So if you have the cannons at home, you can do this version here, dumbbells. We don't have that, so we're gonna do this version here, kind of butt up in the air, down to my elbows and back up. Right here, if I had a stable enough chair, I could do it right here too, like this. All right, that one, right into a close grip push-up. Chest up at the bottom. Most important rule, extending your thoracic spine and not curling down into it. All right, so that one we did once. Pause the tape, do it 2 more times. Slider and push-ups. Whichever push-ups that are difficult on one arm, and then you go right into close grip push-ups. And if that's just push-ups for you, you just do a double set with a pause in between. All right. So, now we're gonna try to do pulls are the exercise that are hardest to do without equipment. You need to pull yourself up on something or pull something towards you, right? So if you have a weight, you can do this bent over row. A lot of versions here, a bent over row. What we're gonna try to do with no equipment is a slider pull up. We're gonna get a lot of core involved. Hold on, bro. All right. So, this one, a lot of versions to it. I can put these on my knees, right here, and go like this and pull myself up, right? Pull yourself up like that with your elbows down. I can do this with my feet a little bit harder. Here, keep my chest up. Right? Or I can have my knees down here and send my hands out. And pull up like that. That's probably how I'm gonna get the most lats. But here we go. Whichever version. So you're gonna go to your level. I'm gonna go back to this one. And we're gonna do this one super a set of 10 of a pull. It's called a rollout. Pull yourself up. Pull yourself up. Right? A lot of abs, lats are involved. So we're doing 10 of those. And then we're gonna do a very wide push-up now. Last push-ups we're gonna do. We're gonna go real wide and be up pretty much the pinky side of my hand. So, and again, in the bottom position, chest out. All right. Even wider. Be on the pinky side of your hands and tucking your elbows in like this. All right. Real wide, short range of motion. Keep going, 10 of these. Slow it down and push. All right, there you go. I'm really rushing through this. We got one more exercise to do. And but take your break. The set is the rollout plus the wide push-ups. And then you break, maybe even 2 minutes. And then do that again. That's when you stop the film and start it again. So we got one more exercise here. We're gonna lay on our stomachs and do an I, Y, T, W, U. And when I do the W and the U, I'm trying to get my thumb further back than my elbow. All right? All right. All right, here we go. What we're gonna do, I, Y, T, W, and U. Hold it. Thumbs higher than the elbow. And rest. All right, we'll do that one again. Here we go. I, Y, T, W, keep your chin tucked. U, thumbs higher than the elbow. And rest. Read that out, we're gonna do one more time. Here we go. I, Y, T, W, and U. And down. All right, there we go. So, thanks for joining me. Like I said, those upper body sets are meant to be 3 times a piece, and 3 times for the Bulgarian, and that triple set. And hope you enjoy this workout. Thank you.